Okay, then welcome back, worthy people. So far we have seen how to draw lines and various shapes. So in this video, we'll be learning how to draw multiple lines using loops. Okay, so let's get started. So now we know that this is a simple code of drawing a straight line from 100 to 300 which produces an output like this. But now guys, in future when we start working with charts, in that case we might want to draw something like this or maybe something like this. So in that case, we can see that this is nothing but a collection of lines. This is one line, then two line, then three line, four lines, five lines, and it has different coordinates. So in future, when we actually start building charts, we have to draw multiple continuous lines. So in that case, it is always better to work with loops. So in this case, guys, in this particular video, we're going to be learning how to generate multiple continuous lines based on different coordinates via loops. So for that, first of all, let's create a collection of different coordinates, because in future your data will also come as a collection. It can be an array, it can be an array of objects. So in this case, let's just prepare some dummy data like data, and let's just throw in some dummy y coordinates. It can be anything. So in this case, I'm going to be throw like 200, then 100, then maybe 400, then back to let's say 50. So some dummy coordinates like this. Okay, and now I want to draw lines based on this. So what actually I want to do is I'm going to consider this as my y coordinate. So first I want to draw a line till 200, then I want to go to 100, then I want to again come back to 400, and then I want to go back to 50. So let's say this is something I want to do. Okay, so let's say initially I move to 100. Okay, so my pointer is at 100, and then from there, so I'll tell you what I actually want to draw. So initially, let's say this is my point. I'm at this place, 100. From there, I want to go on y coordinate to 200. That means down there. Then from there, I want to go to 100. So again back to 100 on y. And then from there again to 400 or something like this on y coordinate, and then back to 50. So basically something like this. But you can see I'm continuously moving on x. So initially I was at x 100, then I move here. So I can consider x becomes 200, x becomes 300, x becomes 400, x becomes 500. But my y is continuously changing. So I'm moving in a straight line on x, just incrementing everything by 100 so that I can be at different places. So here x is 100 and y is also 100. Here x is 200, but y is also 200. Here x is 300, but y is, I can consider it 100. Here x is 400. So I'm just incrementing x by 100 so that I can move in a straight line on the horizontal or x-axis, but I'm continuously changing my y. Initially it is 200, then 100, then 400 and 50. Okay, so let's see how to achieve something like this using a loop and a bunch of coordinates. Now you can also make your x dynamic, but in this case I'm trying to make x normal. Okay, just to draw a simple multiple line. So let's go ahead, guys. So let's say so let's travel that loop, because let's travel that array because that is having your data. So let I equals 0 initially, and then I is less than data dot length, because I just want to travel to the length of that array, how much data it has, and then I plus plus. And then now simply, let's say I create a variable, because I said I'm going to be moving on a straight line through x-axis, and I'll be just incrementing it by 100, because initially it's 100, then 200, then 300, then 400, then 500, something like that. So initially I'll say that my x, so let x, now I'm already at 100, 100. So let's say I make my x as 200 initially, and now ctx dot line 2. So you know that I am at 100, okay, and now I start, as I say, my x is going to be 200. So I say from this point, wherever I am at 100, from that point go to this x, comma, in this case my y will be data of I. So that's what I want. So now initially I am at 100. So let me just make it again. Initially I'm at this place, I move to this place, then this loop starts, and then I say ctx.line to x, that becomes 200 now, and y, that is data of I, initially it's going to be 200 as well, because data of I, that is data of 0, is 200. So I'll move, let's say, from 100 to 200, so it will go something like this, right? And after that, Let's say this loop happens again and I change the value of x, I increment it by 100 every time this loop happens. So now x becomes 300 for the next one and y is 100 because I incremented. So now data of I will be 100. So it will, let's say, initially like this and then it will go something like this. And after that, it will go to 400, so it will go something like this. And after that, it will definitely go to something like this. So x is incrementing by 100, and y is changing because of this. So at the end, we should get something like this. So let's see, are we getting it or not? And here we go. See? So initially, we are at 100, that is this. From there, I say my x is 200 and y is nothing but 200. So from there, from 100, it goes to 200, 200. Then from there, x again increments. So x becomes 300 and y is 100. So it goes back to 300 and 100. That is this. And from there, x becomes 400 and y also becomes 400. So it goes here. And from there, x becomes 500 now and y is 50. So it goes back from there directly to the top. So that's how you can draw multiple lines or continuous lines using a loop. Now we're going to be using all the basics that we have learned till now in the next chapters, in the next videos, and we'll be developing really cool charts. So that's it from this session, guys. Thank you so much. If you've enjoyed the video, if you're liking it till now, please like and subscribe and share, and I'll see you in the next videos. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.